After the massive liquidation move on the weekend, Bitcoin is right now trading here at $111,500. So in this video, we want to definitely talk about the next key levels here for Bitcoin. We will also have a closer look on Ethereum. I recently opened here a new Ethereum position. We will talk later about the exact price levels where you also potentially get here in some new positions. Even also my Bitcoin position is here slightly in profit right now. So these and many other charts we will also discuss in today's video. So definitely stick around and let's directly start first of all by the liquidation map. So here on the liquidation map, we can clearly see we have over the weekend a massive liquidation week here to the downside. If you didn't watch my update video yesterday about what all is happening right now over there, just go back on my channel, watch the video from yesterday. There I explain a lot what's happening. There I explain exactly what's happening right now by this liquidation move to the downside. Right now we are trading here at around $111,500. Bitcoin is looking quite okay, so we're moving a little bit sideways, have some liquidity in top of us and even also below of us. So there are two potential scenarios. We will discuss it all in the video today. So definitely make sure to subscribe to the channel and like the video that you never miss out one of the next episodes here. So the big resistance level in top of us is here between $112,900 in direction of $113,500. We'll talk later about the next key levels also here for Bitcoin, but down below we have also some liquidity sitting at $108,800. So there could be a slightly chance also that getting here one more leg to the downside before we are getting in the main liquidity. And this is exactly what we're seeing here on the 3 daily chart. The main liquidity is sitting here around $122,000. And even if we are going here higher to the 2 weekly chart, all the liquidity is set it up to the upside. So the main direction should be very clear here for Bitcoin. And I will also explain right now why this liquidation week was just a massive market manipulation move. And as you can see here in this picture right now, we are just in a bear trap. So in my opinion, the bear market is not end and also the bull market is not finished right now. So we could potentially see one more parabolic move to the upside, and as soon Bitcoin will reach here some decent level to the upside, especially here around $118,000, Bitcoin will immediately follow up in direction of $126,000, but this one we will have a look later on the chart. Previous one, we have also seen this kind of liquidation week on 2017 already before, so a few years back. We also see something exactly like the same scenario right now. Saw a liquidation week to the downside and then the parabolic move to the upside getting started. Exactly what we're seeing right now in 2025. We saw a massive liquidation event to the downside, the Black Swan event we talked about on yesterday's video a lot about it. So just go back and watch the video there if you don't understand what's happening right now in the crypto market. But then we can also expect a massive parabolic move to the upside. That's also the reason why my Bitcoin position is here still open. So kind of slightly in profit, like just 2%. So nothing briefly to talk about it. But I want to explain you exactly the next levels here for Bitcoin. And for this one, we go first of all here in the daily chart. And on the daily chart, we saw nothing else than just a retest on our support line. So even the liquidation candle to the downside and the massive hits on the altcoins looks very ugly right now in our portfolio and even also on the liquidations. But in general, nothing really changed on Bitcoin. So even if we are zooming a little bit out on the daily or also on the weekly chart, we didn't lose our uptrend to the upside. As long as we are not making a lower low on $108,700 and a daily close below this level, we are still fine. As you can see here right now, we are still in our uptrend, so nothing needs to be worried about that. We're just getting a retest of our support level, and this support level came from the last highs in December 2024. Or also here in January as we made the all-time high. So it was just a retest of this kind of range. But we have to keep in mind we are potentially getting here a head and shoulders pattern with a potential breakout target to the downside in direction lower than $100,000. But for this one, very important for Bitcoin right now on the daily chart or even also on the weekly chart to break as soon as possible $116,600. Only if we are getting their rejection to the downside and then breaking our neckline to the downside, then it it could be getting here very ugly. So here, important level, definitely here, these $108,900. But as we are looking in the charts right now, it's nothing pointing to this one, but we have to keep in mind as soon as it will be happen, we should be prepared for one leg to the downside. And on a 1 hourly chart, we can clearly see as soon we're breaking here $112,500 on the VPVR to the upside, we're going very, very fast to the upside in direction of $118,000 because on the volume bar, there's not big volume sitting here below us. So the big volume cluster is just here at $112,500. And for this one, let's switch here also here to the CME chart first, because we also get a CME gap right now. So the CME chart was closing at $114,500. We are trading right now around, what is it, $111,300. So we could potentially get in a CME gap to the upside. So which is a quite bullish sign for us, so that we are very likely that when we open the CME on Monday morning again, we will also getting here a CME gap, which potentially get filled here to the upside, and $114,500 is here the target on the CME future charts. Let's switch also to the 50-minute chart here on Bitcoin, and here we are just breaking here in top of our 50 moving average on the 50-minute chart. Also our trend line to the upside got broken here a couple of hours before, and we're trading now a retest on a 50 moving average, and this is a perfect moment to open here a new long position. Price target of this trade would be here a short scalp trade to the upside, even in direction of the 200 moving average here on the 50-minute chart, but you can also hold this in direction of the 50 moving average on the daily chart. We will also talk later about the daily chart again, but this one is with a scalp trade here to the upside. Stop loss, I would keep it very, very tight, because there's a potential likely scenario that we're getting here one more leg to the downside, $109,000, and getting then the direction in the parts of higher levels. So this one would be quite a scalp trade here to the upside, give you a trade target of $113,700. So kind of 2% to the upside move. So which means 20% on a 10x leverage trade. Risk to reward ratio 2.8, definitely a good trade here to enter. And this is also the reason why my Bitcoin position is here still open. As you can see here right now, kind of a little bit on break even. So even if you enter the position right now, you have the perfect entry as I have right now. My stop loss is here under this low. So a little bit lower the stop loss here, but my trade target is here a little bit higher, even also here on $114,700 on the 15 moving average. Maybe I will keep this trade running for building a new swing position, but let's see. I will definitely keep you updated, even in my Telegram group or also here on the channel right now. If you're not part of the Telegram group right now, just go in the video description and join also there. If you're just looking for a cheap exchange with lower fees, just go in the video description. There you will also find a link here to BitUnix. This is a platform where I do all my trades. And as you can see here right now, also here I have a new Ethereum position running, stacked some limit orders to the downside. So if they are getting here one more leg to the downside on Ethereum, I will also catch these move to the downside. We will talk briefly about Ethereum later. But as I mentioned, if you're looking for a cheap exchange with low leverage fees, just go in the video description. There you can claim first of all your deposit bonus. So you get 20% deposit bonus. And with this future bonus, you can just trade by your own. So you can withdraw also the profits. And the good part is this future bonus covers first of all your stop losses. So you will trade with zero risk, and you can just use them for your trading margin. And you will also get trading level VIP 1. So definitely check out the link in the video description. But let's go back here to Bitcoin, and for the key levels here for Bitcoin to the upside would be here the level of $114,600. Assume we're breaking this level to the upside, as I mentioned already here on the liquidations. We are getting definitely here into higher levels. So this is the next key level here for Bitcoin right now. Key level to the downside is definitely, key level to the downside would be here this range at $109,600. So as you can see here, we are just over the weekend have a trading range between over $4,700. Imagine we have sometimes a weekend range between like only $500. So there's a lot of volatility right now here in the market. So I expect here Bitcoin is doing something like this one here, trading here in this kind of range before we see a massive breakout to the upside, retesting the 50 moving average on a daily chart, and we will also switch back to the daily chart in a couple of seconds. But this is exactly what I'm looking out right now. So there is potentially a next trade target here in direction of the 200 moving average to the upside. Came a little bit one more down, catch the retest of the 50 moving average, maybe something like this, before we see in the end of the weekend, maybe like beginning of Monday, depends a little bit also on the traditional market and also on the US opening, the move to the upside in direction of the next highs, and then it can go very, very fast in direction of $122,000. And when we're switching back to the daily chart, we can first of all clearly see we have a huge imbalance in top of us, so there is a likely reason that we will fill these imbalance very, very shortly. This is exactly the reason why I built my long position here on Bitcoin right now. And also we have our 50 moving average on top of us, and as soon this 50 moving average gets flipped here in this kind of range between $114,600 and $116,800, in kind of this range in the next couple of days, we could also getting here very, very bullish momentum in the charts. Otherwise, it's a good opportunity to position yourself right now in the crypto market. We have absolutely fear in the market right now. A lot of people are scared. A lot of people leave the market, but this is exactly what the market makers want to see. They want that you leave the market and just return the market when Bitcoin hits a new all-time high. So just do me the favor, sit back, analyze what's happening wrong in the last couple of days. Do you over leverage trading? You didn't use a stop loss, or you use different margin mode. So just analyze what's happening wrong with your trades and then position yourself right now, because the next leg to the upside will definitely coming here right now, and the next move will 100% a huge parabolic move in direction of $140,000, because this liquidation candle was just the market manipulation from the market maker. So just don't panic, don't leave the market, position yourself again, because even also on the altcoins, there are huge opportunities to get here in way, way great position on altcoins. We will talk on many other videos later about position ourselves in some altcoins. As you can see here right now on the weekly chart, the altcoins are down like 30%, 28%, 27%, 25%. And this is a great opportunity to get here in different altcoin position right now, not only on leverage, also on spot trading. So this is also the reason why I opened here a new Ethereum position, because here on Ethereum, I will also explain you right now why we are definitely heading here higher on Ethereum. So when we go in the 50-minute chart on Ethereum, we can clearly see retesting our 50 moving average to the downside. This is a perfect opportunity to get here in a long position on Ethereum, because Ethereum is making here a perfect button structure to the downside. As long we are not making here a lower low, we are super fine here also for Ethereum, and will create a perfect W pattern here on Ethereum right now, which is kind of breaking out right now to the upside, and the target of this pattern would be here if you take the neckline to the downside in direction of by retesting the 50 moving average in direction of $4,000. And as soon we're flipping $4,000, expect a definitely one more continuation move to the upside. And that's basically all from the video today. So my Bitcoin position is here still open. Also my Ethereum position is open. This is exactly how I position here in the market. When everybody is crying and want to leave the market, this is the perfect moment to get here in new positions right now. This is exactly what I'm doing here right now. And as soon we're getting here one more leg to the downside, even also on Bitcoin, I will also accumulate a little bit more on my position right now. Key levels, as I mentioned in the beginning of the video, as long we are holding these kind of range at $109,500 to the upside, we are fine. We will also get here in direction of the next high. So don't forget to subscribe to the channel, like this video, and claim your deposit bonus on BitUnix. Link down below in the video description. And then we see in the next update video tomorrow.